Buff Nation, what up? BWB, my bandwagon buffs, what's poppin'? It's your man's Harry Billion. Come with me to class. In college, you as an outsider can reach out to a university and you can audit a class. You can sit in a class for free to understand what the class has to offer, what the professor has to offer. BWB, Buff Nation, come with me today so that we can audit together the masterclass of Coach Prime's culture influence. So if you go ahead and press that follow button on TikTok and press that subscribe button on YouTube and maybe press that thumbs up, please don't forget to comment. We can get to work. Let's go. I want you to understand the behemoth, the whale that we are dealing with when it comes to Deion Prime Time, Coach Prime, the closer Sanders. We're not dealing with some low joker here. And I want to tell y'all how he's such a master at what he does. This guy he's not playing. We know that there's been celebrity coaches and other people who have done what he's doing, but how does he stay relevant and how does he continue to do what he's doing? He's putting on a master class right before your eyes, and you have to understand that he's doing it. Let me just step y'all back real quick and tell y'all what he's doing. Let me bring you into Deion's world, into my world, the media. How Deion is using media to stay relevant and to put on a master class right before our eyes. Story time. Follow me. I'm going to land this plane. There's a guy named Alan Funtz. You probably haven't heard about him. June 28th of 1947. Alan Funtz came up with a creative idea to hide microphones in different places and just to hear one of the funny things that people say. All right, that was his show. From that, it got so popular. Then we got candid camera. The same concept. If we can get the audio, let's add the visuals. You put cameras in different places and get people in candid moments. Let's get people real reaction. So that was our first introduction to reality television. That was the first reality show. So reality shows have been around since 1947. Now we got Love and Hip Hop and Atlanta Braves wives and Basketball Wives, Survivor, Real World, Jersey Shore. These shows are massively popular. Why was candid microphones so popular in 1947? People are interested in reality. People are interested in knowing what everyday things that are happening that may be fun. That's why TikTok and social media, that's why those things are so popular, because people are posting their candid moments and you're enjoying that. Make these platforms billions of dollars. You know who understands this more? Deion Primetime Sanders. He's just another version of Alan Funtz. He understands it well. Coach Prime understands reality television. He employs his son to follow him around. Hey son, if I cough the wrong way, record it. If I even fart, record it. That was a joke. I don't know he does that. That's nasty. I'm just trying to put you in a perspective here, guys. Son, if I'm doing something, roll the camera. We'll decide whether we're going to post it or we're not going to post it, but just roll the cameras. Apparently, people like this kind of stuff. He understands that. He is putting on a master class. If you don't understand what Deion is doing, then you need to go to your doctors and you need to check to see whether you have a pulse or not. He understands and he knows that for some reason, you like that kind of stuff. Where did it come from? Alan Funtz. For some reason, he has the same spirit and the gifting of Alan Funtz. So he gets it. Because reality television is popular and it keeps you relevant. Your eventual number or sponsorship that you're going to get is going to be dependent upon how much relevance you have on culture, how much grab you have on culture. And guess who has Coach Prime can move culture? Can you tell me what major event was happening or was going on at the time the news dropped that Coach Prime was leaving Jackson State and heading to Colorado? Can any of you guys tell me? I don't know anything else that was more relevant. Can you remember any of it? I doubt that any of y'all are going to remember what major event was going on. If you can, that means you're special. He understands the media more than I do. I study the media. He uses the media to stay relevant because of his natural God-given gift of understanding how culture moves. He signed a deal with Under Armour. Why would a man who, while he was playing professional sports, sign with Nike, knows the culture of Nike, knows how big Nike is, why would he then, when he's done playing, sign with Under Armour? Did Nike not make him an offer? Did Nike not believe that he is who he is? Did they make him an offer that he was just like, nah, that's not going to work because I know my value? Do you know your value? Do you know what you're worth? Serious question. Do you know your worth? Are you able to articulate what you're worth when you walk into a room or when you walk into a new situation? Do you know what you're bringing with you? Is your baggage Louis? So whether Nike understood the value that this man was going to have post-professional sports, whether they understood that and then give him what he was worth, and he said no, I don't know. But what I do know is Under Armour, which is from Maryland, which is where I grew up, where I went to school. I still got family there. Under Armour is there. This is a Maryland-based company. They understood the value that this man has, and they understood that he can move culture. They understand that when he moves, culture moves. They understood that, and they were able to give him something. They gave him a contract based on that. He finally gets to Jackson State with his Under Armour hat, jacket, whatever he had on. I didn't do the research on that. I don't know. But he gets there, and he's going to be having Under Armour on. At that press conference, he's not wearing a Nike swoosh, because at the time, that was what was at Jackson State. Jackson State had a contract with Nike. So when you have a contract with someone, they say when you are having press conferences, when you are having any type of media event, or when you're walking around, I want your athletes and your coaches and your staff to all wear Nike. This is the promotion. This is how we make money. You promote us, we give you money for your program. I'm not putting on Nike swoosh. I'm an ambassador for Under Armour. I'm not putting your swoosh on. It's not going to happen. You know why it's not going to happen? Because he understands his value. Because when the announcement was made that Coach Primetime Deion Sanders was coming to Jackson State, merch sales skyrocketed. Coach Prime knew what he was bringing. Lines were wrapped around streets when the announcement was made. Coach Prime knows the media more than the media itself. He's not walking into a situation where he's about to wear a Nike swoosh when he knows how much money he's about to make for Under Armour. You can imagine there's a representative from Nike, somebody who's responsible for this behemoth news that just shook the world, that got people lined up outside for merch deals. You know, the bootleggers are ready too. You don't think Nike called Jackson State, their representative, say, hey, listen, man, there's a lot of heat on y'all right now. Let's make sure that we are in there. Talk about influence. So keep that in mind when I tell you this other stuff that's coming up. Keep that in mind. After that meeting, Coach Prime works out a sponsorship deal for Jackson State. They leave Nike, close out their deal, and go with Under Armour. And to this day right now, they're under contract with Under Armour. Coach Prime did that. He was able to finesse that. Talk about influence. Now, let's fast forward to he gets a job with Colorado. What's that Colorado? You're not just walking into an empty situation, right? Talking about a big school, a top school. What was already there? Nike. When was it there? Nike's original deal with Colorado University started in 2001, 2006. That deal has been extended through June 30th of 2025. We are now in 2023, so that's 2 more years. And guess what's not negotiable? That deal, not negotiable. So Buff Nation, now, let me tell you guys, with all of that influence that Coach Prime has, with knowing his value and knowing his worth fully, and knowing how to use that to move culture, masterfully, he was able to turn a war. What was about to be a full-out brand war. If you don't understand that Nike and Under Armour are fully aware of the stature of Coach Prime and how much attention he brings to the table, if you don't understand that they wanted to make sure that their logo appeared on cameras, if you don't think they understand that, then you don't have a pulse. He was able to take that war that was brewing in Colorado. He was able to turn that war into a cat fight, and then take that cat fight and turn it into a multi-million-dollar deal with Nike. I don't know if it's going to happen, but this is a possibility that Coach Prime is now probably going to be rocking both brands. If Coach Prime comes out with a hat, one side says Nike and the other side says Under Armour, I'm going to lose it, okay? I would absolutely lose it, because he will probably be the only one that is able to finesse a multi-brand deal and rock them both. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen, what the deal involves. I haven't done that part yet, because this is just the first class. This is 101. A lot of us need to start taking notes. You're in the master class of Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, respectfully. And it behooves you to sit up and listen and pay attention. Stop falling asleep in class. Sit up, take notes, pay attention. He knows what he's doing. Every single move is strategic. It could be the reason why a lot of the detractors are so upset. I don't know how this guy does it, but he's a master at it. And we're in his class, guys. We're taking the class. This is a master class, and trust me, you want to be a fly on this wall. That's a master class in culture from Coach Prime. I hope the class was good. I hope you got something from this class. I will see you in the next class. My name is Harry B. This is TLP Sports Club. Brah.